Hi guys, I want to go straight to the point. I have a prediction. I was thinking last night, when something happened, you will be forced to think wisely. I have a prediction. I want to go straight to the point. That's why I'm not asking you how is COVID, how is it. Like I said, if something happens, you'll be forced to think very wisely. I thought yesterday that, you know, Treasury bill could come back again with higher return. First of all, do you know the government control the cash inflows, as in the cash circulations in the economy? They control it through two policies, through fiscal policy and monetary policy. Fiscal policy is, via taxation and government spending. They collect tax in order to spend. Then monetary policy, the government, they collect to give. They don't have, they just collect to give. Even when they make budgets, they don't have the money. They expect money from, FRS, expect money from cargoes like immigration, expect money from other educational sector, universities. The school fees that you pay goes to the government. That's true fiscal policies. Then for monetary policy, they control the money supply majorly through the central bank, which is the apex. But this central bank does not deal with you and I directly. So they give orders to the commercial banks, because this is where we go to transact. This is where we save our money. So the government, through the central bank, gives directives to commercial banks that will regulate you and I time deposits, and they have targets. They have limits which they can keep. Where am I going to? I have predictions, that after this pandemic, Treasury bill will come back to play, in that investors will cash out again. Before mid last year, that's 2019, people were cashing out through the Treasury bill. Interest rate was so high. I think it was 14%. Who wouldn't want to invest in buying Treasury bill when the interest rate is 14%? Because government needed money at that time. They needed to, fund capital projects and pay salaries. That's recurring projects. They needed fund. They didn't have one. They needed cash. So one of the ways of controlling that mechanism is through sales of bond, Treasury bills. So they increased interest rates, they increased interest rates as an incentive to lure people into buying Treasury bill. So, and once they were done, they stopped. They stopped by reducing interest rates. No one will tell you that you're not going to make profits. No one will tell you the government does not need your money because interest rate has reduced. Why are you buying when the interest rate has reduced? So they did not need our money at that late November, December last year, and still into this 2020. So it means government had enough. The economy at that time was somehow stable until this pandemic. This is where my point is exactly. Pandemic has happened and it has affected a lot of the nations. Right now, oil price globally is projected to be reduced from $60 per barrel to $10. It means that Nigeria government will have a reduction in their revenue because we depend on oil revenue. So if the government revenue is going to be reduced, that means they will not, and they have spent so much on COVID as well. It means that they are going to be looking for money. So by the time this pandemic is over, the government will need money. That's one angle I'm looking at it. So if they will need money, they want to bring a form of incentive, like increasing the interest rate to attract people to buy. That's the good news, and that's my prediction. So if you have been skeptical about treasury bills since this year, because no, I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be skeptical when interest rates reduced drastically from November last year? I want to give you hope that, because it's a sure investment. Why did I say it's a sure investment this period? It's a sure investment because all other investments are uncertain. You don't know what will happen to that investment other investment you want to go into now. People will not have enough money at the end of this pandemic. A lot of people will lose jobs. Some other small business may not be able to cope. They might lay off. They might not even pay what they were paying before. So that means people disposable income will be reduced, and if it's being reduced, all of those luxuries that people used to buy before will be reduced as well. So if you're the type that said before this time that I want to start a boutique, or I want to start importing, or that I want to start selling this one, the only thing that I know now that will move is food, because a lot of people eat food. Everybody eats food now. Everyone eats food. So food business will move, but it's not certain. It's not certain in that it's not certain that people will buy all the goods that you're selling. Some might spoil, some you have to reduce the price to sell out. But if you're going into treasury bills, it means it's a sure business because you're dealing with the government through the banks. If they say it's 14%, it's 14%. At the end of 6 months, you're getting your money. At the end of 1 year, you're getting your money. You can't compare it to a business where you have to be selling every day. You don't know what will happen weeks after or months after. You see, that's what I'm trying to give you hope today. That you should hold on. Okay? So, bye.